the world's least safe 50 cal in 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. I knocked my phone over, but holy fuck. The fuck did the...
What was the metal ting? Like, hold on, let's go back. Like, you hear the initial bang, and then you hear ting.
In 3, 2, 1.
That doom dump. Which, that's probably what caused Brendan to duck.
Oh.
What's up, everybody? Celtic Gecker here, back with our reaction. Get those 10s and 20 views. Okay, it's not a shocker who I'm doing this video on. Also, you know, name of the video is always gives away. Today we are reacting to Brendan Herrera. Blown up the world's most dangerous 50 cal. I haven't done a Brendan Herrera video in a while. This video came out as of date of post a week ago, so cool, great. I was going to do Yu Yu Hockey Show Abridged because that's one of my favorite animes. Not if days have passed. I like giving everything a week before I do it. Plus, I don't know how the abridged people are going to do with censorship and all that other stuff. But enough of that. Let's get right to business. Yes, vote Brendan.
World.
Oh, hold on. Make sure he is in full HD. He is? Okay.
Firing the world's least safe 50 cal in 3.
You know it's bad. Well, the man who built his own gun to him, the one was reenacting the gun that took out Shino Abe and was 2 inches away from it, is around the corner in a bunker from this thing.
3, 2, 1. This is the Vulcan 50 cal. One of the shittiest 50 cals ever made, known for blowing up. And today, we're gonna shoot it. I'm not gonna shoot it. We're gonna blow it up. Now, Brandon, you might be asking, why would you blow up a perfectly good 50 cal? Well, for one,
it's not a good 50 cal. That's for one. And for two, it's gonna look great on camera.
We're not exactly above blowing up guns here on the channel. For two,
hey, it's the one I was just referenced.
This is probably the farthest thing from a good 50 cal you could possibly get. This is a perfectly good 50 cal. Barrett M107. You can find it in the sporting goods department. Shop smart, shop S-smart. The Vulcan
Tries to plug his own 50 cal.
Is
pretty fucking far from okay.
So in all seriousness,
is it a Timo 50 cal?
The Vulcan 50 cal has a pretty storied history of exploding and harming its users. In fact, if you look into the history of the company, it has changed names over the years.
Okay, so what we got?
In fact, if you look into the history of the company, it is
Vulcan, aka Hessa, aka Blackthorn, which sounds like a metal band, and Velocity Arms.
Has changed names over the years, but mostly known as Vulcan Arms. They are the firearm equivalent of that shitty county fair that travels the country.
I haven't seen one of these in ages. Like the town I live in, we said there's like a Kiwanis fair. And it's like you went there and you're like I ain't get on that. I got a amusement park right one city over. But it's a rare chase to eat like hot dogs and watch people who don't know better get on those things.
You know, full of carnies with questionable reputation that rebrands and changes corporation every time the Ferris wheel fucks up and somebody dies. But you don't have to take my word for it. There's literal video and photo evidence. Now, 50 cals are fucking scary. You want to make sure you get this shit right because
yeah, you don't end up like Scott. I'm so glad Kentucky Ballistic is all right.
If you don't, there are
God. I'm good. I know the man's sense of humor.
Fucking consequences. I mean, this is an...
Also, Kentucky Ballistic did nothing wrong there.
Anti-aircraft round, essentially. An anti-tank round, originally designed to be anti-material. So it's an anti-material rifle. It's an artillery piece that we shrunk down to fire from the shoulder. So when this goes wrong, it goes really wrong. And when you have a company that doesn't frankly give a shit about its quality, when you're selling something this dangerous, bad things can happen. And they have. Take this video, for example. This man is testing out his brand new Vulcan 50 cal, and it does not end particularly well.
This is why, like, I do have a firearm. I do want more firearms, but it's like I'm going with companies I know of, like Ruger. Very reliable company. I like how everyone just keeps firing. Like, if that happens, I've been like, shut it all down, shut it all down. That's this besides the uncensored parts. Why I like going to watch Pepper Box. I know it's not a plug. I'm nowhere near affiliated with any of those people. They don't have ads.
This is not the only incident, although this is the best one I could find on camera. There are pictures that exist of other similar incidents happening with the Vulcan 50 cals, some of them of the parts failing, and some of them of the aftermath. So there's a couple of known failures on these guns. We're gonna try to replicate that today.
I'm trying to figure out why. Like, I'm nowhere near a firearm expert. Like I said, I have a revolver. Is it just not like venting the mini explosion in the right direction?
And show you
Is it weak metal that can't handle the stress? That's probably it.
just what happens when you try to order a 50 cal on the American equivalent of wish.com. So at first glance, this 50 cal, for being a single shot, like it's not even magazine fed, it's literally one round at a time, single shot, 50 cal, looks incredibly overbuilt. I wish that meant it were safe, but it...
Yeah, like this all looks, again, non-fire expert here. That's where you can place your hand. That looks very heavy and sturdy, which should help with the recoil. It's this part that I have an issue. I think the issue is right there. Not that. And definitely not that. Not an issue.
does not. So let's take a look at this. So you move the bolt up, pull this
Oh, that's... I don't think that's supposed to happen.
out of the rear of the gun, and you have your bolt that is largely made of cheese steel. You would slide your 50 caliber round in through that slot.
I was supposed to do that, and that's just god awful stupid.
And here we have on the inside of the gun, you have your locking lugs, which also mirror the shape of the bolt. So when you take your 50 caliber round, throw it in the bolt, slide it in through the rear of the gun here.
See, that's not the good sign right there. If you're having that much struggle, there are problems.
Nice. And slam it closed. Ideally not setting off the round while closing the bolt, which apparently has happened and is responsible for some of the catastrophic malfunctions.
Yep, if it's not secured properly and you're fidgeting with it, it might strike the primer. Yeah.
Of which there are plenty that we know about. God knows how many that we don't know about, and others that will soon be coming from guns like this that are still floating around. A little bit part of why I actually wanted to make this video is because I wanted to tell you guys.
I love how he's at drive tanks like it's nothing. You know what drive tanks is? It's pretty much anybody, adult. It's just a fun place I want to go to one day.
How fucking unsafe these are, and to please avoid them. Like, I am begging you, if you own one of these, do not shoot it. If you're selling one of these, please do not sell it without the disclaimer that it should not
Use it as a bat, not as a firearm.
be shot. And we're gonna show you why. Yeah, you slam that closed, pull the trigger, and the firing pin goes forward, igniting the round, and potentially shearing off your locking lugs, and ending your life, or at least nearly ending your life.
That's not good. You know, he's at drive tanks, so they definitely maintain these weapons. Or if this is his, oh, he might not.
Come on, fucker. Something we also notice is that this muzzle brake likes to get loosey-goosey, like real quick, and the threads themselves are incredibly loose. Not great when you got a 50 caliber projectile that you kind of don't want clipping your muzzle brake, so I'm gonna make sure that nice and tight, at least for now. Only needs to hold up for one round. And I would be remiss if I didn't point out that on top of this Picatinny rail, we have a Chinesium Trigicon ACOG knockoff.
Oh, it is a problem then. Okay, so the only thing that's not a problem is the man in the holding the weapon.
Lovingly
And the tank that he's on.
nicknamed the Chi-Cog. Why? Because funny. Today we're going to talk
True.
about titanium. We're not just buying it, looking at the company that's actually producing it. Titanium has become one of the most critical and
Is it an ad? Is this an ad read? If it is, I don't care. He lets people react to his videos.
yet most constrained materials when it comes to the global supply chain. The problem is that there's a limited amount of high quality deposits in the earth, and a lot of those deposits aren't exactly in friendly places at the moment. It's one of the reasons why Trump recently signed an executive order declaring it imperative to national security that America start working on domestic mineral production. It's like titanium's used in the F-35, our naval destroyer, some of our radar equipment. But right now, China controls over 60% of global supply. That's where Saga Metals come in.
Yeah,
They're
okay,
trading in the
it's
US
that
under SAG MF, and in Canada it's just Saga. In January, Saga just released their best drill results to date as far as high quality titanium, where half a football field came back exceptionally high grade, apparently something that's incredibly rare anywhere in the world. And this month alone,
Nice.
Saga closed a $10 million financing deal that is allocated directly for drilling alone. They've also acquired another titanium asset in the same district as the largest titanium mine in the world. And apparently after news of their success hit, their stock surged over 17% in a single day. So if this is interesting to you, I definitely recommend checking them out. A strategic commodity, exceptional drill results, fully funded, and with a government mandate to expand production. If you want to check them out, links will be in the description, and we appreciate Saga Metals for making this AK-50 video possible. We'd also like to give a quick shout out to, again, our channel sponsor, the Sonoran Desert Institute. I know videos like this are interesting to you guys that are gunsmithing nerds, and if you've ever wanted to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology and you're not sure where to look, consider checking them out at sdi.edu using the links in the description and the pinned comment. Now, Vulcan didn't just make 50 cows.
Oh, we're back. We're back. Okay, hi. Like I said, you let me do the reactions. Not only will I let you do your ad reads, I'll also drop your merch page down below, along with the link to the original video.
In fact, they made a lot of other shitty guns. They even had a foray into the AK space for a while, and those guns are exactly as bad as you think. Step into my office here for a moment. I actually do have a couple examples of this. These are American-built AMD 65s. They were built on Hungarian parts kits. My gunsmith Zach actually picked up a couple of these, not because he wanted the gun, but because he wanted the Hungarian parts that just happened
Sometimes it's cheaper to buy the gun than it is to try to get the parts.
to be built into a shitty gun. He's literally just going to demill this, just completely destroy the receiver and use the parts kit, because that is the only part that is salvageable. So if you'll come over here, you can see, you know, a really good judge of an AK, for those who are really not really AK savvy, would be the quality of the rivets. At least that was the case a lot during the early kit building days. And for fuck's sake, just
When you want those flush,
the rings around the rivets from where their riveting tool was just shit. The flat spot on the rear rivets just in a weird place. Just squishing the shit out of the receiver because they didn't know how to do rivets properly. Trigger guard rivets looking like shit, and then that impact there for
oh yeah, I think good.
seemingly no fucking reason. Dope. Yeah, you can actually see, you probably can't see it on camera, but you can see where instead of actually forming the rivets properly, they just smashed them against the fucking barrel.
Oh, sorry, ad.
And you might think, oh, Brandon, this is a one-off. I'm sure they did better. We have other examples, like this one here. Another fucking Vulcan Arms AK. Don't take my word for it. It's literally right there on the fucking receiver next to some of the jankiest rear trunnion rivets I've ever seen in my life. Point being, they sucked at
I noticed. He didn't point it out.
to some of the jankiest rear trunnion.
That is not even remotely flushed. Like, it's good here down where my bars can take over. And then just slowly split apart.
Trunnion rivets I've ever seen in my life. Point being, they sucked at pretty much everything they did, and it's no wonder people got hurt. I guess that's the part that fucks with me the most, as you know, as a weapons manufacturer, you have a certain amount of responsibility to your customers and the people that you provide a service for. I would never put out a product that I thought was going to hurt somebody, and it really sucks to see people who don't have that same mindset, because these people didn't give a fuck. When they started
Sorry, model froze on me. Vulcan's so bad it broke my model.
blowing up, and when they started having issues, they just fucking rebranded, and they did that multiple times because they put profits over people. And in this case, it had near fatal results. So if you worked
Dicks.
for that company at the time and you have information that you'd like to share discreetly, would love to hear from you. Because every time we do a video like this and we talk about a manufacturer, I mean, not to this level, but tell stories about manufacturers like this, usually a couple employees come out of the woodwork and tell you that it was way worse than you think.
Oh, it has to be. Like, you talk to anybody who, like, left a job, it's like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad." It's like, "Dude, no." Like, I have a few stories that I could tell about working at a couple locations, but they're big brand names, so I'm not gonna do that.
It's a dope-ass stick. What we're gonna try to do with this is to make sure, because you know these things do have a tendency to go off. So what we don't want to do is have this gun explode with my hand there on the bolt closing it. So I'm gonna be using this long-ass stick to just kind of smack it down. Is it perfect?
Why would you not? This is an odd question, Brandon. Hi, Celtic here. A PVC pipe. Use that to put it aligned with it, and then you can control it that way. But you do you.
No. Is it better? Yes. And you know what? As long as you're striving to be better. Gotta throw in our shitty bipod.
It's essential.
There we go.
Okay.
It's in.
It just fell off the bipod immediately.
Yeah.
The award for the worst bipod goes to
Voldemort ass looking dude, no nose. So something I do want to clarify real quick, just to be abundantly clear and transparent for YouTube.
He's doing this as safely as physically possible. He's at Drive Tanks, which is a controlled range filled with experts. They have a bunch of weapons throughout history, and I want to go there one day.
We did slightly modify the weapon a little bit to be able to reliably replicate the exact malfunction that a few others have experienced. Because
Oh, I thought he was going to point out the fact that he is at like a place with trained experts.
frankly, I don't want to sit out here and waste 100 rounds of 50 cal potentially, just hoping it blows up one of the times. That being said, the sear that is responsible for this malfunction, or one of these malfunctions, was already damaged in the gun when we got it. So it was already on its way to failing. Now, whether that would have been first round, 10 rounds,
Oh, so basically it's... He's going Canadian healthcare system. Oh, you're on your way out. How will we speed that process up?
20 rounds in, no idea, but it was already well on that journey to explode. So we did not even feel safe firing this once. So now we're going to be able to fire a round replicating the malfunction that has injured so many people, and we only have to do it once. Isn't science fun, kids?
Can I get a Moscow Mule?
So the boys are
God, as someone who now has to help close down the store, the amount of times that you close the store down, and I'm like, everybody else is clocked out. I'm just doing the final rounds, you know, like, all right, make sure every door is properly secured, everything's restarting. The people at the door are like, can I come in and just get one thing? I'm like, no, I sent the cashiers home. Go away.
going to have the safest seat in the house. They're in this very nice bunker here. A lot of reinforced concrete, and then this ballistic shield inside of a reinforced Connex container. I'm going to have that little pit.
Ad break. One of those for Supergirl. I never got behind the Supergirl. Like, not the same Supergirl herself is bad. It's just I find Superman boring. So yeah. But He-Man actually looks entertaining.
Over there. And the protection of God.
You did it once with a barrel of water. I think you're safe. Maybe it'd be the worst way to lose a congressperson. It was like when Australia lost the prime minister because they went swimming.
Lock that in.
If you don't know that story, watch more Pars. I can't because I reacted to many people who watch more Pars.
God, that's sketchy. I don't like that. Yes, now we've got it all the way forward there. Now for the sketchy part. So weirdly enough, my foot being there in front of the breach is probably about the safest place it could be if something goes wrong.
Your groin, however, not so much.
But I do not want my hand on this bolt. Here we go. Yeah, it's about perfect actually. All right, so Stick, you did your job. Position this head right here. There's really no easy way to position that as if it was a right-handed shooter, so we're just going to do it up, mock it up as if he's a lefty. And frankly, this is what you get for being wrong-handed anyway. So he should.
Weird fact: the population of left-handed people has not changed in like 1,000 years. It's like always been at like 13%.
You should know better. It's probably what.
Which it's odd because you have so many hockey players that are left-handed. But probably a lot of hockey players grew up and parents handed them a lefty stick and said, "Hey, this will give you an advantage."
What the attorney from Vulcan Arms said. So we're here in our little trench bunker, whatever the fuck this thing is. If you're worried, you know, we do have a little bit of protection here. DeLance is at least covered.
He's the cameraman. He'll never be taken out. If you don't know, this is Brennan's long-term cameraman and probably best friend. Yeah, I'll make that claim. Him or Donut.
Even if he looks like a member of the UN. Firing
We like DeLance. He seems cool.
the world's least safe 50 cal in 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. I'll knock my phone over, but holy fuck. The fuck did the
What was the metal ting? Like, hold on, let's go back. Like, you hear the initial bang, and then you hear ting.
in 3, 2, 1.
That doom dump. Which that's probably what caused Brendan to duck.
Holy shit. I'll knock my phone over, but holy fuck. The fuck did the bolt go?
No, I know what the thing was the bolt. It's gonna go this way. Right here. That's the bolt that he was afraid of putting down. And it hit that.
So let's take a look at the gun first, and holy shit. Oh my God. Dude. I think he's gonna be okay. Tore through, you know, who needs their orbital socket anyway? That's fucking gnarly. So it tore through that.
If he was right-handed and looking over here, he probably had the same amount of damage.
And through the sandbag. And on that trajectory, I heard something hit. And I'm assuming the bolt handle sheared because I saw something fly through the fucking air.
We found, no, it's in here.
Oh God.
It went directly through that hole and hit the connex.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get it.
Oh wow, yeah, there it is. I think I could just reach in and grab it.
That's. Oh, this is a me template right here. Granted, I have my little sensor showing that I'm. That's just proof. Like, if there's a way it can go through some narrow gaps, it will.
Oh fuck. Yep, I got it. Bastard. All right. Oh wow, dude.
That's still part of the 50 cal.
That's gnarly. Just blown through those lugs too. The firing pin snapped off inside the primer. Otherwise, I'm like, yeah, dude, we could probably fire this again. It'll be fine.
You can replace that. You have part. Well, maybe not there.
Just honestly not as bad as I would have thought for the bolt itself. For the shooter, not a great day. So I was looking for the
Also, sorry, ad break.
charging handle. We saw something had blown off the gun, and it landed right over here. And I was looking for like a piece of the gun, like a piece of charging handle. It was part of the dude's fucking face.
Damn. Like, I heard the initial tomb of the bolt hitting the building, but dang.
It was shot straight up in the air and landed right there. You could see it in the footage.
Yep, there it goes right up.
Found it. Nice. So it flew off and forward. That's a pretty decent distance from the gun.
What, 10 yards? 10 to 20 yards?
The threads are bent. What's the prognosis? Can we rebuild her?
He's dead, Jim.
Fuck.
The projectile made it.
No shit.
Yeah,
Huh.
okay. The Chicog survived.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out
Eh.
something else to do with that. I feel like after surviving like 5 or 6 times, we just need to like give it a break. Like he earned its citizenship.
Declare it just as good.
Yeah, it is actually just as good.
Oh no, that's a strike.
Oh really? It actually
Yeah,
hit?
no, feel that. That's a strike.
Oh wow, what the fuck? No, are you sure that's not birds?
I'm pretty sure this is Brennan's head gun technician. Like the guy who's actually building a lot of stuff that Brennan's helped building. Like Brennan's now not, he's like owner now, and this is your main worker.
Oh,
I think it's just
because it's tighter here. That can't be a strike.
yeah.
That is some incredibly bad machining that it looks like a strike. I wonder if it was just deburred or not deburred, and that muzzle blast just blew them out.
So yeah, unless this is something that you would like to see happen to you, I would once again highly recommend not firing these. I know this was kind of like an extreme example, like we kind of did a lot to make sure that it failed, but they do fail. And
But you also pointed out, Brennan, that you set it up like, oh, this was on the way. We just sped up the process.
a lot of people have gotten hurt. There's evidence of that all over the internet. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. If you get a good deal on one of them, it's not.
Sorry, but I lost words there. When it comes to something like firearms, like, oh, I got a good deal on. No. I rather slightly overpay for something I know is legit than underpay just to have something. Unless I'm doing something like this and I have a safety range and a bunker to hide in and just going, let's test fire.
Not really a good deal when you have to factor in medical bills and potentially a funeral. So anyhow, I hope you found this video entertaining. I've been wanting to do it for a while, basically ever since I saw that motherfucker pop up for sale. For one, I figured it would make an entertaining video. And
It did. And educational. You too.
for two, I just wanted to get another one of these fucking things off the street. So let me know if you'd like to see more catastrophic malfunction testing like this. I thought it was a lot of fun. Appreciate our homies over at Drive Tanks
Isn't Kentucky Ballistic kind of doing this stuff? Like testing to see how what would make a gun implode?
for allowing us to do this sketchy shit at their property. And as always, thank you for staying to the end, and I will see you guys in the next one, where we probably take this guy out.
It's my obsession to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top.
I thought there might have been something extra after, but nope, it was just the end of the video. What we learned today, kids: one, a future congressman is still willing to do sketchy stuff for our entertainment and keep us safe. He's getting dangerous. See, Brendan Herrera is getting dangerous guns off the streets and in his possession and doing sketchy stuff and taking them out permanently. I think it's probably more effective than a gun buyback because we're actually learning something. Don't buy Vulcan arms, apparently. And I got nothing else. That's just a cool video. If you want me to check out more Brandon Herrera stuff, let me know. If you want to support Brandon Herrera, the link to the original video is down below, along with his merch pages. That's it. That's all I have. I'll see you weird people later.